Italy's Rugby World Cup squad for 2019. It's been named. It's a few days ago now that it's been named, but I'm only just getting around to making the video. I think having a look at the squad, for the most part, there's no absolute shock horror news from it. There's a couple of guys who are back, and there are still guys who miss out, of course, who'll be pretty, feeling a bit hard done by, but the squad's been named either way. I'll go through it. Conor O'Shea's team. They've got a pretty tough task ahead of them. I mean, you look at the pool. Those are the other four teams in their pool. You'd probably... work phone shouldn't leave next to the microphone. They should probably get wins over Namibia and Canada. But then they've got two very tough games against the All Blacks and the Springboks. They have beaten the Springboks in kind of recent years, but that was a very different team than the one which is currently playing under Rassi Erasmus. So they're underdogs for sure, the Italians, but maybe that's the best way to go into it without that much pressure on them, and then whatever results they can get, we'll just see how they go, basically. It's a mixture of experience and some youth as well. There's a few guys with single-digit caps, some guys with three-digit caps, so yeah, it's an interesting lineup. I'll go through the squad. I've got them on the board, but also go through them. And you guys can let me know your thoughts. You'll probably have to let me know your thoughts as well, because I'm definitely not as familiar with the Italians as I am some of the other teams. So, hookers, Bigi, Fabiani, and Giraldini. Giraldini is kind of the big news one there. I mean, he's another guy who's at three figures of caps, 104 caps for Italy. He ruptured his ACL, I think it was in the Six Nations, so they weren't sure if he was going to be fit. But he's been named in the squad, so they must be backing him. Not sure if he's going to be ready for game one. I don't think he played in that game against Russia the other day, although I haven't managed to find a way to watch that game. But yeah, it's good news to have him back. A veteran, of course, and class player. The other guys, Fabiani's got 8 caps and Bigi has got 19. So you think they're going to be leaning on Giraldini a fair bit in the World Cup. Props, Ferrari, Lavotti, Pasquale, Quaglio. Is it Quaglio or Quaglio? Ricconi and Zanni. Mostly all Benetton guys there, just the one from Zebra. A mixture of caps. I mean, Ricconi's only got the one. He's a 21-year-old youngster. The most cap prop is Lavotti with 35. So, yeah, I guess we'll see how they go. I mean, I know this Italian scrum, kind of like the Argentinians, used to be seen as one of their kind of big strengths, but I'm not sure how much of a strength that is these days. I'll have to watch some of their warm-up games. I remember they played Ireland the other day, and I don't think it was going either way. It seemed pretty steady. So locks: Dean Budd, Federico Ruzza, David Sisi, and Alessandro Zanni. Zanni is another guy with triple-digit caps, 115 caps, the Benetton man. The other guy's all a bit of a mixture. Dean Budd's actually up to 20-plus caps now, so good for him since he moved over to Italy. Back row is kind of where you get at least a couple of the big names. Also, apart from Giraldini and Zanni. Mbanda is there. Negri, who's a good player. Parise is captain, and he's kind of their talismanic player legend. I think this is his 4th World Cup, they said. Guy's got 138 caps for Italy. The guy's just a legend. It'll be interesting to see what kind of minutes he plays at age 36. And, whether he plays every game or whether they kind of drop him in for a couple or maybe not a couple. I guess we'll see. Pelledri, Bramstein. Bramstein has looked very good as well from what I've seen of him. He's a good player. That rounds out the forwards for Italy. So again, it's mostly a Benetton feel. You got 3, 4, 5 forwards from Zebre, 1 from Toulouse, 1 from Toulon, and 1 from Gloucester. All the rest are Benetton guys, and on the back of their Pro 14 season, I guess that does make a fair bit of sense. 3 scrum halves, if we get into the backs of Italy: Callum Brayley, who's a recent call-up, Palazzani, and Tibaldi. Tibaldi's probably going to be the guy to get the main job, but I guess we'll see how Brayley goes. And if he can oust Palazzani for that second spot, but we'll wait and see. Tommaso Allen and Carlo Canna are the number 10s, which means kind of tragically that Ian McKinley has not made the World Cup squad. It's kind of why I got a bit of the lens to gear up, but yeah, it's a bit sad for him. It would be almost like a fairy tale story to see him make the World Cup. I mean, can you imagine him like kicking a penalty to win a game or something? That would just be stuff of legend, but not quite. He's not been able to get past Conor and Allen. I think he had a kick charge down in that game against Ireland the other day, and it wasn't his best outing. So Conor O'Shea has had to make the cut, but I suppose he'll be the next guy off the ranks if Allen or Conor goes down. So McKinley will have to stay fit and just be ready in case the call comes. Other backs: Benvenuti, Campagnaro, Morosi. The midfielders: Bellini, Basegni, Padovani, Hayward, and Minozzi, the outside backs. So there's still a few guys who have missed out. I mean, I didn't mention Timmy Tuiviti. He did play in that Russia game the other day from memory. Esposito in the backs is probably one that's I'm pretty disappointed to see miss out. But I guess the fact that Minozzi's back has pushed some people down the ranks as well, because he only came back from injury for Italy in that game against Ireland. I think he was supposed to start on the bench, but he ended up starting the game when I think Zanon pulled out, and Zanon doesn't make the squad either. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for the Italians. Like I said, they got a pretty hard pull. Jaden Hayward, I think, had a pretty good game against Russia from what I read. Minozzi lit up the Six Nations, not this year, but the year before, so we'll see if he can find some form. As I said, he's been out for quite a while. Padovani's good. Campagnaro is class from what I've seen of him playing in the UK, so tough job. But underdogs, all they have to do is just swing and see if they can hit. They've got a couple of chances, and we'll see if they can get it done. They are playing warm-up games against France and then England before they head off to Japan on the 6th of September. So they're arriving after some of the teams, but I think before some of the others as well. So, yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts on the Italian squad. Please give me some insights. As I said, I'm definitely no expert on the Italian team. I do know kind of those core guys, but some of the fringe guys I'm perhaps not as familiar with as I should be. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.